Today's sponsor is Audible.com, a leading provider of spoken audio information and entertainment. Listen to audiobooks whenever and wherever you want. Audible is giving a free audiobook to viewers of Zach George's Dog Training Revolution and a 30-day trial. If you want to listen to it, Audible has it with over 150,000 titles and virtually every genre. You'll find what you're looking for. Visit audible.com/ZachGeorge. The link will be in the description. Also, click thumbs up if you're enjoying the videos. In my last video, you guys said you needed help with working with high energy dogs, so I'm going to give you some tips on that. And if you're interested in bettering your relationship through training, make sure you're subscribed and like me on Facebook. As you know by now, I find great enjoyment in offering affordable dog training classes here in New Orleans. We've been doing it a little while now, and it's been very rewarding. In fact, we donate a pretty sizable portion of the sales back to local animal rescue groups. Thing is, though, you never know what you're going to get in these classes. In this particular class, we had so many hyper dogs. Now, I was excited about this. Teaching basic things to our dogs is really important, but how do we get them even receptive to learning, especially if you have a high energy dog? I encourage people to get to class early the first time they do bring their dogs to class so that they can get them familiar with the environment. Right now, Puppy Horn is here in class and he's playing fetch before class. It's so important that before you introduce new concepts like basic obedience to your dog, that you really get them nice and tired. With a dog like this, you have to be really exciting. That's good. Because he's so full of life, so exciting that if you're boring and you're like very methodical, they get bored with you so quickly. So many people think that these are the behavior problem dogs. These are the bright dogs. These are the smart dogs. They just need a lot of interaction with people. And if you have a dog like this that has behavior issues and they're not getting structured exercise that involves the mind and body, you're not going to get anywhere. But if you're prepared to do that, dogs like this will learn anything in the world. This is evidenced by their clear interest in everything. Curiosity and intelligence are virtually synonymous. A dog like this has been bred for 500 years to be the ultimate working dog. If you look at Puppy Horn right now, look at that tail wagging. This is a happy dog. This is the mindset you want your dog in when you're working with them. But look at this ball. I'm not even using a leash right now because he's so interested in a ball. We're being engaging. I mean, look at this. We have practically a perfect heel simply by holding up a ball. Good, go get it. You know, the power of a ball for a dog that likes to play. Don't underestimate it, it's amazing. Puppy Horn loves to play fetch. Now, as a review, if you have a high energy dog, remember that taking them on walks is not usually sufficient exercise for them. I'm not even focused on teaching anything specific to him. I'm just trying to get his general attention onto me here. He has a clear currency and I'm gonna use that. See, he started to drift there. What did I do? I put the ball right over here to get his attention. Good, and I'm gonna pay him. You don't want to be too stingy with your rewards and you don't want to over-reward depending on where you are in your training. I am so excited to introduce you to Samson. He is a high-energy, happy pit bull. Pit bulls are among the sweetest dogs in the world. Yes, good, that's it. Finding a rhythm and a fast pace with your dog is required to achieve that initial spark with them. Usually the problem with teaching a hyper dog is that we as people are way too slow when we engage them and they get bored fast. I mean, they're going a million miles an hour, we have to keep up with them. One of the first things we go over in my dog training classes is how to teach our dogs to look at us when we ask. Now, this will make future training much easier if we can get their attention when we ask. You can see the description of this video if you need more information on teaching your dog this skill. Yes, right there. And look how fast I'm moving. When you got him, you got him. And you gotta be prepared to move quick if you have a high energy dog. You heard me click there with the clicker. I love using clicker training with high energy dogs, especially in the beginning stages, because that synthetic sound can really get their attention. Remember, the click means that we like what they did and we're gonna follow that up with the reward. For an introduction to clicker training, see the description of this video. Look at me. Yes, good, very good. Keep that energy sincere, keep it real, don't be a robot. Our dogs are very responsive to our energy, and if we move slow, they get bored with us, so it's on us to be more engaging. That takes a little bit of practice. If you're not good at that instantly, don't be too discouraged by that. Be patient. Very often, hyperactivity is exaggerated with a young puppy. I mean, who could blame them? There's a lot to take in this world, and they're new. Be understanding of that. Gracie, the Yorkshire Terrier, is a great example of that. You make Sam look like a chilled out dog. Sometimes those moments are very brief. Because those moments with our dogs are often so brief, especially when they're young, especially when they're high energy, you have to really prioritize your timing. Understand this might be a bit challenging at first, but commit to it and get better at it. If your dog's attention is dying off, speak their language, get a little bit goofy with them, be appealing, be interesting to them. Hey, over here, hey, over here, hey, hey, hey. Look at me, yeah. Sometimes you gotta get a little peppy like that. Look at me, yes. Remember that dogs are extremely receptive to body language from us. We will want to use hand signals throughout our training with our dog because there are times when we're on the telephone and we need to just be able to tell them to do something with our hands, or they're at a distance and they can't hear us and we need to be able to give them a hand signal. So always ask yourself, what's the hand signal I'm giving my dog? And you can make them up, by the way. You do what's comfortable to you. Look at me, very good. If you have that eye contact, that is your moment to click. There's no treat in my hand this time. So I'm saying, look at me. When we can get eye contact at will from our dogs, we can direct them so much better. We can communicate with them so much better. And we don't even need words when we have solid eye contact very often. They learn to read us so well. Look at me, that's so good. Tone of voice is a great way to communicate sincerity to our dogs. Remember that dogs respond much more to sincerity than they do to a drill sergeant or a monotone trainer. Keep a nice, quiet tone of voice. A lot of us tend to use a loud voice. If we use a quiet voice, our dog is more likely to listen to us when we're using positive training like this. Sit. Because they have to zone into us more. They have to know, if I want to get paid, I better be paying attention. I don't want to miss it, you know? Sit. Yes. It's amazing how fast dogs start to learn once you get some momentum going. Sit. Lie down. Sit and stand. Piece of cake. I've always known that exercise for dogs makes them more manageable and more receptive to learning. One of the very first audiobooks I ever downloaded from Audible, I think this was back in 2010 or so, was a book called Spark. In a nutshell, it's a book on how structured physical activity benefits the brain and cognitive ability with people. It's not a stretch to say that when a dog gets regular mental and physical exercise, that they're a lot easier to work with and they're so much more receptive to taking on new tasks. Don't forget, you can get your free audiobook as well as a 30-day trial at audible.com/ZachGeorge. That link will be in the description of this video. Now, I have a question for you guys. Do you guys prefer training videos where I feature young puppies, or do you like adult dogs? In this video, you may have noticed that we touched on how to teach our dogs to sit, lie down, come back up into an up, and then into a stand. In my next video, I'm gonna show you Knox, the adorable and awesome Border Collie puppy, learn how to do these tasks in a single training session. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that video or any of my future uploads. Click thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And for the complete experience, make sure that you like me on Facebook too at facebook.com/TheZachGeorge, and we will see you guys in the next video.